we're gonna start with this lab, and we're gonna figure out how to intercept and interpret network traffic using a packet sniffing tool. And the packet sniffing tool we'll be using today is Wireshark, which is very common, very popular. And so first we'll open up Wireshark and I'll explain some of the stuff that you can do and the information you can get, just some basic stuff. And then we'll try to capture packets from an unencrypted sign-in using HTTP, and then I'll show you how to output that into a PCAP file and then open it on Wireshark so you can see all the information. And then we'll do the same thing, but we'll use SSH, and then we'll see what information we can get from that. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to sign into, we'll do root, and then we'll do pass. Okay. Alright, so we're in our Kali Linux. We're going to pop open Wireshark. So select Ethernet adapter, and we'll do IP here. Go ahead and run that. Okay, so now it's running, it's capturing packets on this computer or whatever is connected to Ethernet 0. So we'll pop this open. We'll do 10.1.0.2. Okay, so then we open back. So there we go. Got some packet capturing going on now. So we'll go ahead and just stop that. We just need a little bit so we can browse through and see what we got here. So you have pretty much, let me maximize the screen a little bit. Okay, so we have the number of packets, we have the time, the source, destination, your protocol of the packet that's being used, length, and then just some, just kind of like a little summary. But if you click each one, you get different data in the middle right here, and this is where the good stuff is. So you have your frame, and from here you see information about the bytes that were captured. Right, and you close that, you go to Ethernet 2. This is where you can see the source and destination MAC addresses. And then on the Internet Protocol, this is where you can see source and destination IP addresses. And if you just go to, so this is like a virtual lab, so it does move a little slower. And then in the, this little transport area, TCP, and then you have your port numbers, source port, destination ports, and you have your domain name system. This is just, and like different things pop up for different stuff you click. I know it's not going to show, here. Yeah, so if you click on a TCP one right here, versus clicking a DNS one. Okay, so that's the information that you can grab from there. So let's open up a TCP. Okay, and then let's look at the contents. Alright, so first question is, the Wireshark interface, what is the name of the layer where the MAC addresses are found? Okay, so the MAC addresses, we already went over this. If you go to Ethernet 2, you can see your destination MAC address and your source MAC address. So we'll just go ahead and do Ethernet 2. Okay, and then where could we find the IP addresses in a frame? And you can find that, and it'll pop up in that IP. And then let's see, source, destination address right there. So that you can find that there in the IP Internet Protocol. And then lastly, where can you find the source and destination ports? Easy. Just go to the protocol, and then you can see them right here. Source port 80, destination port 4389.2. Okay. minimize that. So now we'll get to the good stuff. So TCP dump is like a protocol analyzer, packet sniffer type of thing. So that's what we're going to be using to intercept the HTTP traffic. So what we're going to do first is go to this Microsoft VM, and we're going to sign in here. Password. Alright, so pretty much from that Linux VM, we're going to be trying to sign into the admin account. But right now, all the encryption's enabled, so everything's secure. So we're going to disable it first for the sake of the lab, to show you what we can capture over the traffic. So we'll go to Tools, we'll go to Internet Information Service. Okay, so we'll go to someone, support admin, and then we'll go to default websites. Alright, so we're going to go to authentication, see how anonymous authentication is enabled. We'll disable that, and then we will enable basic authentication. I mean, obviously you never want to do this in real life, but just for the sake of the lab. Okay, and then we're going to go back to our Linux machine. We'll close this out. Now we're going to run this. And now, so you can only use TCP dump in the terminal. So you'll do, I'll show you the command here. We'll go TCP dump, switch, and then we'll do the destination of where you're trying to go. Do 10.1.0.2, I think. And port www. Can't remember the thing. Delete. Alright, so this is gonna capture the traffic from your destination, which is 10.1.0.2, and then we're gonna output the dump into a PCAP file, because, well, it's explained, it's not readable, but there we go. So we'll start that, and you can see TCP listening on Ethernet 0. And right now it's nothing. So we'll start up the Firefox again, and we'll try to, let's go to 10. What is it? 10.1.0.2. All right. So now, since we disabled and enabled the other authentication on the other machine, now we're allowed to log in. And so we're gonna do 515 administrator. I'm not the fastest typer, as you can tell. Alright, so, oh no, I think I misspelled something. What did I do? Actually, this did this last time too. It made me sign in twice. Maybe that's, or maybe I just misspelled something. Let's see, okay, well, there we go. Okay, so pop open this again. See, now we have numbers. Now we have some stuff. So what we're gonna do is stop the capturing. Oh, what is this? Oh, I'm using a Mac computer, but I'm using a Windows keyboard. Not recommended. Okay, so anyways, if we stop the packet capturing, so what we'll do now is go back to Wireshark, and you can't read the PCAP file. It's not readable by humans, but the beautiful thing about Wireshark is that once you open the PCAP file, it'll translate everything for you. So we'll continue without saving. Okay, so this is what we have. for that little session of us. So basically, it captured us going to the site, and it captured us entering our credentials, and then it captured us being able to log in. So now we're going to see what information we were able to get. So just let's see, let's select. So we're going to select a get. I want to see authentication though. So let me see. Okay, so we selected the get. And then once you go here, remember this is the meat of, this is like the stuff you want to see, right? For what's the traffic that's captured. And so we'll go to Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Remember, HTTP is not secure, and that's why we're analyzing this one. So go to authorization and expand it, and boom, you have the credentials of signing. You know, they always say if you sign in HTTP, then everything's gonna be in clear text. So we have literally our 515 support admin and then our password right there. Crazy, huh? So that's how people steal credentials. I mean, it's not often that it happens, but it does. This is one way of doing it. And so now we're gonna go, let's see. I'm just scoring all this real quick for the lab. All right, so now we're gonna do the same exact thing, but we're gonna use SSH. So let's open up another terminal. TCP dump, same address. Okay, so what this is going to be doing is capturing the packets, but listening on the Ethernet 0 and waiting and capturing any packets that go through this port. And in order for us to do that, we'll have to open a new window wherever it's at. Let's close. Okay, hold on. So we're listening on this one. I'm going to go ahead and close this one out. I'm trying to open another one. There we go. So we're going to SSH into our root user account. Okay, so we'll hit yes, and then we'll type our password. Alright, look at that. So successful SSH login to our root account. And we're just going to check to make sure that we're in the right place. So we'll run hostname 515support.com. There we go. Who am I? Are the root user. Alright, so we'll exit out of that, and then we'll go back over here, and we will stop the packet capturing. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to open up the file we just output. SSH pcap, open that up. And here's all the packets that were captured. As you can see, which one you click, you're not able to find any of the authorizations. It's not here because SSH is, well, secure. And that's it for that lab.